a space saver. So look, it's up to you. If you guys Google images and you do a search, whether it's Khan Academy or some other site or someone's tutoring you, you have to space save. You have to, because we're going to synthetic divide. You have to, okay? If you want to put a 0 and then whatever variable it is, an a or an x or whatever, or you want to leave it blank, it's up to you. Both are really, really popular. Teachers kind of teach it equally, so it's just going to be your preference. So I'll use the 0, but if you want to just leave a blank and kind of space it, that's the space saver word. It's up to you, but if you notice it goes x squared, no x term, or a 0 x term rather, and then your constant's negative 33, you have to account for that decline of standard form. Remember, standard form is, right, the decline of the exponent. So if it's 2, 1, constant, right, or 0. Okay, so now from there, it's up to you guys. If you guys can do the math in your head, great. You want to build your quotient by saying what times 7x gives me 42x squared. So this is a product, so you're trying to find the other multiplier. If you can come up with 6x, beautiful. But if not, you could always just take what's 42x squared. You take your dividend divided by your divisor, and then that is 6. And then you have 2 x's, you have 1x, so you have 1x left over. And so that's kind of how you come up with your quotient. All right.
So you can get rid of the x squared?
Yeah, because there's 2 where we have 1 on the bottom, so it takes 1 away.
Oh,
okay. So now the only thing is you got to make sure you multiply twice. You have to distribute. This is a binomial, 2 terms, so you have to make sure you multiply. So 42x squared plus 42x, and then you guys come in and you change the sign, but some of you are starting to switch the sign when you write it. That's totally fine. You do whatever you know what makes sense in your head. This should always come out to a 0. This is minus 42x. Bring down the negative 33, the next term. And now to restart. So now start off fresh again. How do I extend my quotient? That dividend divided by your divisor term, right, the first term, reduce it, and I get negative 6. That's how you're building up your quotient. Or you could talk to yourself and say, what times this gives me negative 42x? Well, it's a negative, so I know I need a negative. I need 42. 42 divided by 7 is 6. I need 1x. I have an x, so no x, right? Whatever makes sense to you. Okay, so now you're going to multiply. So negative 6 times 7 is negative 42x. Negative 6 times positive 7 is minus 42. But now you come in with the subtraction. So this is positive. And so here are my opposites. And 9 plus 9? Yeah, okay. And there's your remainder. So we'll start cubic, like multiplicity, like the roots, synthetic division, we'll start it next week. This is just review of IM2.
So the answer is 9?
Yeah, so like when you guys synthetic divide, actually Mr. Aguilar's IM3 honors class, I think they're testing today. Oh no, they're like day 2, 3 into synthetic division, which sounds about right because they're honors, so they're like 3 or 4 days ahead of us. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Bye. Okay, let me turn off the video.